was that movie you wanted to watch? I can't remember. I think it was about aliens or something. Anyhow, look for it and I'll go make popcorn. Welcome to a brand new episode of Movie Reviews and Munchies, where I review my favorite movies and snack on vegan snacks like this popcorn covered in nutritional yeast on this channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Karen and I'm from Ocean Chicks Films. And if you like movie reviews and you like vegan recipes and documentary making, like the one we're going to be making called Vegan Junk Food, then you're going to want to subscribe to the channel and join the group. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification button so that you get notified of all the times that I upload my videos. This week, we're going to be reviewing the movie Alien Abduction from 2014. It's a found footage, sci-fi, horror, thriller type of deal, and it was pretty good. I really liked it. It was directed by Matty Beckerman, which I believe was his film debut as a director, and it was written by Robert Lewis. And I'll do a little overview right now of the film just to get you up to speed with it. Alien Abduction from 2014 is a found-footage sci-fi horror thriller directed by Matty Beckerman and starring Riley Polanski, Corey Eade, and Gillian Clare. An 11-year-old autistic boy uses a camcorder to document his family's ill-fated camping trip and encounter with malicious alien beings on Brown Mountain in North Carolina. So this movie is based in the North Carolina region, specifically the Brown Mountain area, and it sort of plays around the idea of the Brown Mountain Lights, the theory behind them, the myth behind them, maybe the truth behind them, we don't know for sure. And that is that there were these sightings of these three lights kind of in a triangular formation in the sky just above the mountain, and many people saw them, and apparently people disappeared around that time, and you know, people saw them and claimed there was alien abductions and all that kind of thing. People think maybe it could be a ghost thing, it could be a government conspiracy, lots of ideas kind of running around. And this fellow made the film based on that story. The area and the stories have inspired many books, songs. There was even an X-Files episode of that. I don't know if I remember that one. I'll have to have a look for it to do on a review another time. In any case, back to the movie. The movie is about this family that drives into the woods to go camping. They're kind of like a older hippie family with 3 kids. 2 are older, a brother and a sister, and the younger son. And they go camping in the woods, they see these lights, and they go missing. That's the premise of the story. And so the youngest child, the son, is autistic, and he's given this kind of camcorder to record because it makes him sort of feel comfortable in his surroundings. So he's recording everything, absolutely everything. He's driving everybody nuts how he's recording. The opening scene starts out with this sort of odd footage with these green mysterious lights and kind of things that you can't quite make out, as though we're on some sort of a spaceship, and the alien actually has the camera. You can see his really long fingers in front of the lens, and he's walking through, and you can hear screams muddled in the background of people and weird alien sounds. And he walks over to this chute, and he takes the camera and opens it up, and he throws it down the chute, and it goes straight down and falls all the way back down to earth, and the glass shatters on the ground. And then that's where it goes to the beginning of the film. And the beginning of the film starts with this family, like I said, packed up in their car, and they've got their tents and their camping gear, and they're gonna go camping in the woods. So they drive quite a ways, they find a spot, they pitch their tents, they're eating, they're having a good time, hanging out. The girl in the middle of the night kind of hears there's something outside the tent, but then there's bugs as well, so they're not really sure. They realize wasn't really anything, not to worry about it. The next morning they wake up and they get back in the car and pack up all their gear, and they're driving to a second camping spot. They're going to do some more camping. So they take this road, and the dad being the dad that he is, he's stubborn and he has to do his own thing, go his own route. So his wife's trying to Google the direction that they have to take, the roads that they have to take. But he's using the sort of outdated GPS system that he's got, which leads him off the beaten path, and he's thinking it's a bit of a shortcut to get there. They end up on this really winding road that kind of goes up into the mountains, and it just keeps going on forever, and there's just nothing out there except fog and just this windy road. They can't pull over to the side, nothing. He realizes they're getting low on gas, everybody's pissed at him. They get into this big fight. They come up to this tunnel, this underground tunnel through the road, through the mountain, I guess, that they come up to, and they're noticing, they pull over and they're seeing that all of these cars are sort of pulled over in odd ways all throughout the tunnel, just like dozens of them, and their contents of the cars are all over the street, like CDs and jackets, and even the seat belts are like ripped off and thrown into the ground, but there's no people whatsoever to be found. So they start getting really suspicious and they're kind of worried about it. So the wife and the daughter stay at the edge of the tunnel, and the dad and the son and the autistic boy, the other younger son, go into the tunnel to investigate. And at the other end of the tunnel, they come up against what seems to be these alien creatures that just start making these weird noises, and all of a sudden the dad is abducted and taken away. The two boys turn and run out the back way. They get the mom and the sister, and they say, "We need to get in the car. The car is dead. We need to go. We need to run. We need to go. We need to go." So they take off, and they remember, they grab their stuff and they run as fast as they can down the road to get away from these whatever they are, they're not sure. And they remember this mailbox that they saw down the road that had a winding road. So they thought there's got to be a cabin or some people there where we can get gas, or we can get a phone, or we can get help. So they go down that road. They end up at this cabin where this kind of very redneck kind of cabin guy is out in the woods, and he's got a shotgun and he tries to scare them off. He's got a dog, and they're saying, "We need help, you know, this horrible thing has happened, we need to call the police." And so finally they get let in and they get to stay with him, and he says he doesn't have a phone, he has a cell phone, it doesn't work anyway. They have a CB radio though too. This guy says that his brother has gone out to get supplies and that, and he won't be back for a while. So they have the shotguns, they're waiting in case the aliens come to this cabin to get them. And the aliens do show up, and they kind of think they're gone. So the guy says, "I have to go out there and go look for my brother, you know, in case there's something that's happened to him." So he says to the oldest son, "You take care of your family, you know, guard them with your life." So he takes off, and they're thinking, "Oh, he's gone, he's going to be dead." And they hold up there. The aliens do come back and start circling the cabin, and things kind of get tense. And the boy says, "You stay, I'll stay up here, you guys get down into the cellar, I'm going to lock you guys in so that they can't get you." And then of course they end up abducting the son. And then the mom and the daughter and the younger son end up eventually getting out of there and thinking, "We need to run off to the woods." And then the guy, the cabin guy, ends up showing up again to say to them, his brother is gone, he found his truck, I've got his truck. They start to drive in the truck, and then they get cornered by the aliens again. So they run into the woods, and he says, "I'll stay here, you guys run into the woods. There's a barn way back there. You just go in there and you hide out there." So they do, and they're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and they get spooked, and it ends up being the cabin guy coming back saying, "I lost them, you know, it's all good. We're here, we'll try to get to safety in the morning." And the aliens show up again at night, and they end up abducting him and the mom. So the sister and the autistic brother, with his camera still going, filming, take off into the woods, and they're hiding out from the aliens, and their plan is to get down to the city below. So they have to climb down the mountain to get to the road. So they eventually do that, but they get to the road, and they're right at the base of that tunnel again. So they're thinking, "We need to run super fast out of here down this road to get out of here for help." And a cop drives up, and the cop gets out to help them, and then the aliens abduct the cop. So they're screwed. They all end up getting abducted, and everybody's abducted by the aliens now. Nobody's safe anymore. And then it goes back to a shot of the beginning scene where you're seeing on the spaceship with the boy's camera, that scene again. And then it ends and it goes to the credits, and then I'm not going to say what happens, but you have to watch through the credits to see that last little bit to see what actually happens with everybody. It was such a good film. It was so jump scary. I'm not super big on slasher films and that kind of thing, so that kind of mystery and the science fiction element to it was really fun. I really liked it. It got a lot of criticism. It got some good reviews too, though. But I mean, it wasn't a blockbuster, #1 best-selling kind of movie or anything, but it was really good. For this guy's first stab at directing and that kind of thing, it was really amazing. It really kept you guessing and kept you kind of on the edge of your seat jumping. I like that kind of found footage film. I think that's a really fun thing to watch. I really recommend this film. It was very excellent. It's Alien Abduction from 2014, and it was so good. I hope that you can watch it. I'm gonna give this movie 4 shark bites. I thought it was that good, so go check it out if you can. I forgot too, there was this one really cool scene where all the birds kind of fall from the sky dead and hit the car, and they're all over the road. And I read that the director actually really loved Alfred Hitchcock, so he wanted to kind of incorporate elements of like the Birds film, so I thought that was really cool too. What do you guys think about aliens and alien stuff, and conspiracy theories, government cover-ups, all of that? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you watch this film, let me know what you think of it. If you've been to that area in North Carolina, let me know about it. What's it like? Apparently it's a big touristy kind of destination place now because of those lights. Have you seen those lights before? I'd sure love to hear about it as well. Comment all of that down below and let me know. If you like this video, then give us a like, because that helps me out a lot. I love you guys so much. I love doing these movie reviews. They're so much fun. We'll see you again next Monday with a movie review, and then Wednesday coming up, I've got another awesome recipe for you guys to check out. Thanks so much for stopping by. I love you guys. See you on Wednesday. Bye.